Hey there guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at an S-RG-3. This is the first time I've looked at one of these. I've had a couple in my stash for a while. But this one that goes out of date, or went out of date, 31st of the 8th 2017, and one that went out of date last year. We're going to take a look at the one that went out of date in 2017 first. This is a hefty 24-hour ration. It's got some weight to it. It's a lot heavier than the UK 24-hour rations, and as you can see on the middle there, if you want to press pause, that is everything that's inside. It's quite a whopper. Let's crack it open. See, we've got R-Pole down there. It's made by R-Pole, is familiar to quite a few of you. Bit of dust where it's been sat on my shelf. Very thick plastic like the US MREs have, but there's no peelable seal. Literally it's just cut and break. Look at that, you can see straight from the off that it is rammed with goodies. These are hexamin stove. Everything we need to cook our food, tells you how on the back. Even got little pot holders as well, so you don't burn your hands. Fantastic. Next out we've got 4 cups and something that's gone all icky-gooey. I just hate it when things leak in your rations. We've got a whole pack, very light, of crisp rye bread. Lemon tea. A second lemon tea. A third lemon tea. And a raspberry tea. 3 lemon and 1 raspberry. Nope, 1 more raspberry. They do like their tea. We've got 2 full sets of cutlery. Knife, fork, large spoon, small spoon and napkin. And 1 small spoon and fork with napkin. A 1 litre bag. That is for water purifying. That is going in my DV supervisor's bag. Next we have a whole block of dark chocolate, 100 grams. Fantastic. And a cereal and fruit bar, fig flavour. That should be very nice. Honey in its own little Ziploc bag, and to go with that, a raspberry jam with a lid so you don't have to eat it all in one go, and dated 2018. We have a canned pork spam type meat. I do like these. Pans of waffles. Wondering if we were going to see any of those, given we've got all those rye breads. We've got another pack of rye bread there. Now this one says mint pork. Next we have a bag of freeze-dried fruit. The Polish do like their freeze-dried fruit. We have pineapples and strawberries and apple in there. We have a second pack of pans of waffles. Again dated 2018, but I bet there's absolutely no difference in taste to those. We have a large can, 300 grams of pulpits and tomato sauce. Interesting. And this one is going to stew with sausage. 300 grams again. But there guys, what you're left with is a rubbish bag. Completely empty Polish S-RG-3. The only other thing we have is a Polish menu. Let's see what's in those cups then guys. Right, so we've got 1 sticky cup, so it can stay there. 2 usable cups, both non-sticky. Now all of this could be burnt if you needed to do so. In here I imagine those are coffee. We've got salt. We've got white sugar and pepper. More pepper, a whole host of stuck together sweets, chewing gum, and tissues. Not good. Alright. Fresh wipes. They've gone yellow with time. Wow, they're not very good. They've disintegrated. Just get that sticky off my hands. 2 more there. Some little trash bags. Or to separate your remaining meals, I would imagine, because we've got 2 of them. Zytol stuck. And 4 aqua tabs. 1 tablet in 1 litre, ready to drink after 30 minutes. Obviously, they've expired, 2019, but you would filter your water first to take out any sediment and large particles before using those water tabs. This is a very thin bag, not the best. Alright, so that can go. That can also go. That leaves us with 10 grams of sugar, 2 salt, 2 pepper, 2 Ziploc bags, 2 coffees, some napkins, 2 cups. Let's sort our breakfast then. Okay then, so this is breakfast. Meatballs in tomato sauce, crisp bread, pork luncheon meat, honey, and a and a lemon tea. Right. Not done this for a while. Just 3 matches for emergency matches. There's a stove, there's a little bag to put everything in afterwards. I've got a normal pack of matches there. This is what we bend to hold our tins, and we have 12 fuel tabs. So it says we bend this like that. That's how you hook it off. It's quite clever really, isn't it? Lovely. Back in normal matches, a bit like the French matches, aren't they? There's our stove. Right. Let's get that lit. This can is dented. Right. We're not going to need that, we're not going to save any. Still nice to have. Looks rather not appetising. Oh, blow me, it works. Look at that. I'm impressed. Hopefully any spillages will be caught there. Just move out of the way. Just had to go get the battery charger. Camera malfunction. Dead. Right, so there's the tin, going 10 to a dozen, as you can see. I was going to film outside, I'm glad I'm not, because it is absolutely hammering it down. Look at that for a size of a meatball, look at that for a whopper. There's a big one. Don't know if you can hear that rain coming down, but it is coming down bad. Well, that fucked it. Oops. Okay. That's most of that. A little accident picked up. Lovely granules of tea there. Smells very lemony. Now I prefer this tea cold, so that is how that one is going to stay. Looks like our little heater tab has gone out. That is our hermetically sealed crisp bread. Smells very stale, but it is rather out of date, so it's what you'd expect. You wouldn't be tipping this into something else, you'd just be eating it straight from the can. Now it is not as described, just meatballs and tomato sauce. You can see we've got some tomatoes, some carrots, maybe a bit of onion in there as well. Here's our honey. I love how they put these in these little protective bags, so if they burst it doesn't actually impact your meal. And it's not all crystallised, which is very surprising. I hope. Right. Smells like spam. I had spam sandwiches the other day, went down a treat. Okay then guys, let's take a look at breakfast. Pork meatballs. Lovely little chunks. Look like the type of canned meatballs you get in the UK. Lovely stuff. That's not tasting too bad. It smelt fine, it looked fine. Taste wise it really wasn't that bad at all. Don't think there's any issues with that. Let's try some of our crisp bread. Yeah, they're off. They've got that painty, tasty smell to them. I'm not going to eat those at all. But now this stuff, when it's fresh, in the Russian rations as well, is cracking. Look at that, lovely. Smells fine. Smells like spam. Let's give it a blast. That is not bad at all. Cracking stuff. The only thing left to try then would be the honey, because we don't have a crisp bread to put it on. I'll try it with just a spoon. Look at that. If you wanted to get it back to fresh, you could just heat those crystals up and they would dissolve. Lovely stuff. Fantastic. That is good honey. Right, let's jump to dinner. So all that leaves us to try. Oh, remember we didn't give it a stir. Our tea. Although the Polish do have very well. All the Polish, their drinks, they do dissolve really well. So, bottoms up. tastes a little bit old, but nothing that's not drinkable. Right then, let's jump to dinner. Alright then, we're back with dinner. We have got rusks or panda waffles, chocolate, raspberry jam, and big ostrich sausage, whatever that means. Kielbasa. I know that bit somewhere. That's sausage, that bit. I don't know what the big os is. Didn't translate very well. Let's get that stove lit. Hopefully that'll take. Again, we've got a lovely little lid to our can. Ah, it looks like cabbage. Right, let's get that cooking. So we have our panda waffles. These things are, as most of you know, rock hard. They contain caraway seeds and I do like them. However, they are a health hazard if you've got weak teeth. But these seem a little bit weaker. I imagine maybe it's because they're older. We have our chocolate. Dark chocolate, I might add. Expired 2017, and even the bag appears to have bloomed, but it's just the design. Yeah, it definitely looks like sausage and some sort of sauerkrauty vegetable mixture. Not very stealthy from the enemy, is it? All that popping. I think this is a 100-gram block. Bloom wise, it hasn't done too bad. Look at that. The fashion has certainly been looked after. And our jam. Jam and panda waffles does go well together, to be fair. You can see the seeds in the raspberry jam as well. Don't know if you can see them. Maybe at an angle. That's not too hot. Might not need the spoon to get that off. Right. Let's get that out. So out in the field, you just eat this straight out of the can. Yeah, we've got crispy bits. Here is our dinner. Just missing our raspberry tea. We opened that one better, didn't we? There we go. Fantastic. So, kielbasa. It's a spicy kind of sausage, or plain. It's a very firm sausage, I find. I do buy these from the local Lidl. I buy the little thin chewy ones, but these are some of the nice big thick cut up ones. It's going to give us a lot of protein. Yeah, that's definitely a spicy one. I can smell a lot of spices in there. Let's have a blast. That's not bad actually. It's got, I don't know whether it's the sourness from the cabbage or if the meal's off, but the undertone flavour to that sausage is quite decent. You can see there's a lot, I hope it's a lot of fat and it ain't mould, but you can see a lot of something in that sausage there. It's most likely fat. Due to that tangy aftertaste, I am not going to take the chance with that. But the sausage was decent. I do like kielbasa. Right, anyway, let's have a blast of this chocolate. This expired years ago, but look at it. I've had this one in my possession since I nearly started reviewing rations, and I should have got to it sooner, but I don't like wasting them. One person likes to eat them, so a lot of food. Sometimes I struggle to think I ain't going to manage to eat that whole ration in one day. There you go. Look at it, it's nice. It does, however, go quite powdery. And raspberry jam. Not the type of jam I'm used to. Looks more like jelly. That's okay, that is. That is very passable. There we go. Jam and crackers. Bottoms up. Very nice indeed. These pans of waffles. These are still absolutely fine. These are awesome. These are. I do like a good pans of waffle, but I'm in the minority there. I already know that. Raspberry tea, one of my favourites. Polish teas. Not very strong. It's got a very mild raspberry taste to it, but it is rather nice. Right, that's dinner done then, guys. Back with tea. Right then, guys, here's our last meal. Doesn't need to be heated up, and I kind of screwed up a bit because we should have kept some of the luncheon meat, but that stuff's too nice. So glad I decided not to film this in the garden, because I really was tempted with the fuel tablets and all. When my wife gets back, she's going to smell that and go mad, but we'll deal with that later. Right, so our last meal. This is what it is. Looks like another luncheon meat. Smells like another luncheon meat. So one said pork minced ham with poultry, and it's this one's translated to pork luncheon meat, so I won't be surprised if that's what this is then. Problem we're not speaking of languages, isn't it? We have got our crisp breads, which I imagine also no good. And they're sealed well. They're sealed really well, but it doesn't guarantee how long they'll stay well, does it? Yeah, no, that's no good. We'll just put that there for aesthetic reasons. We have got our pans of waffles, or rusks, as the Polish call them. Or last resort in battle when you run out of weapons. Throw the damn rusks. Fruit bar made this big. These are very nice as well. They're covered in edible sugar paper because they are very sticky. And last but not least, we have our dried fruit. Which is resealable. Look. Pineapple and strawberries, along with some apple chips. Imagine that's the apple. Fantastic stuff. That's our evening meal, guys. So what we would do in this situation is we'd take some of our luncheon meat, because look at that. That is a nice hefty can of meat. That's cracking, that is. It's got a metallic tang to it, so we're not going to screw it. Tastes like spam, but it has got a bit of a metallic tang. That would be placed on there and you'd munch away. But as we all know, they're knackered. Lovely rusks. There we go. Look at that. You can heat it up if you want, but you don't really need to. It's absolutely brilliant, fried up in slices. Stick on a sandwich or between your breads. Down in one, guys. Fantastic. It has got a tang, but I don't know, it doesn't taste off. just tangy. Doesn't look off, but it is nice. There we go. Right, so we know our panda waffles are good, we know our meats may be good. Here's our fig bar. Chocolate is good, goes to powdery, it's got a lovely bit of taste, it is dark chocolate. This is not normally this dry. Normally a lot stickier than that. Fig bars usually age pretty well. Still got a rather nice chewy texture to it. You notice we haven't had a drink with this milk because we've already done the teas. Freeze-dried pineapple. Oh, that's got a tart kick to it. I bet the strawberries are even tartar. To be fair, you could put water into that pack, rehydrate them and just mush them down. I'd just tip them from the pack straight to my mouth, to be fair. Not as tart as you'd expect, you know. Yeah, pretty decent. I like that. Right, so there it is then, guys. This is the Polish S-RG-3, the 24-hour ration. Comes with everything you need apart from water, but then you've got your water purifying bag and your tablets. Been a cracking ration. Not as bad as I was expecting for that age. And guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button and you'll know when I put a new video. But most importantly, guys, stay safe. I'll be back with you soon for more eats, treats and MREs.